Hello to you, my fellow Dark Ones. How are you guys doing today? How's life? We are going to start today's episode by doing a bit of a mining operation. It's not going to be your average mining, it's actually going to be a bit crazy, but just a bit. Well, this is actually taking ages. Can I just have my miner? Oh, and by the way, this was the GregTech miner, but that's not the only thing that we want. So first off, the miner that we have is going to consume something called drilling fluid. Well, I am getting lubricant, I'm converting it into the drilling fluid, and we get a lot. We have 3000 buckets. Secondly, I think for next episode, we would be able to make the multi-block assembler. You know, we have tons of stellite. Oh, there's no space. That is stellite. Now let us talk about why the hell do we need to do mining. As you guys probably know, we need to make the Aldermot star, and I think we need around 20 something of it. And well, in the recipe of the Aldermot star, you do need a few things, including the dimensional seed. It does require 60,000 endstone, 500,000 dirt, and 500,000 netherrack for each one. I'm not particularly a fan of mystical agriculture, but I don't think even that is going to cut it. Because, you know, multiply this by 20, that's 10 million dirt. So here's what we're going to do. For testing purposes, we're just going to put a builder in the nether and try to gather the netherrack. However, in the nether, there's also going to be GregTech ores, and well, the builder is going to waste it. The miner, on the other hand, is much more efficient. Hence, we are going to try and mine as many ores as possible and then put the builder. Well, we don't actually have to start in the nether, we can start in the mining dimension. Yeah, exactly. We will do that this episode, don't you worry. Hello, the mining dimension. How are you? So first things first, let us see if there are any GregTech ores here. Ancient debris. What? Nether quartz. What kind of a dimension are you? Oh, we're at Y level 150. And there are GregTech ores, okay. I really did not want to be wasteful. And I do have a feeling it doesn't really rain here. Could be wrong, but the drill is going to need an input bus, I think, an input hatch for the drilling fluid, an output bus for all the garbage that we are going to get, and since the minimum requirement is IV energy hatch. And that is the structure. That was a very easy one. Are we good? Nah, maybe you can't have an input bus. Yeah, that was the problem. Working area 81 by 81. Actually, that's really good. We don't want silk touch. Again, I'm not really sure if it's gonna rain or not, but we do have a roof, just in case. But the multi-block is active, we have a dimensional chest, let's give it the fluid. It started. I do admit, it's not the fastest thing in the world. But on a very positive note, it just gives you the crushed ore. Okay, before you start judging me, this is a good idea, but not in the mining dimension. Because we're not getting rare ores, we're just getting iron, copper, and aluminium. And these are the things that we have in abundance. But if we move this guy to the end, or even the nether, we're going to get much more rare metals and materials. And this is a brand new problem that I have. Look at my refined storage. No, it's fine. Anyways, in the mining dimension, we're just gonna use the builder. This is a fortune quarry. We want it to be a box, we want it to be solid. I think we're going to go with something like this. 256, 256 by 256. And this should be offset by, I think, 128 blocks. Let us see. Actually, maybe minus 128. Where is it going to be? Perfect. I kind of want to keep the surface. So minus 129 it is. Yep, it's there. Yeah, just do it in the center, I don't really care. It's not gonna mine the miner, it's not going to mine the telepad. I think we're good to go. Yes, we're mining. I shouldn't have used fortune. Really sure if I want to keep the cobblestone, deep slate or whatnot, but let's do that anyways. So deep slate, dirt we definitely need. Cobblestone, and I guess for later on, netherrack. And very good, we can link them. Oh, and by the way, since we are going to get millions of resources, I have made more storage disks. I'm really not sure if it's a good idea. Refined storage is being finicky already. I'm scared. Okay, one thing that I kind of forgot is that our external storage is set to fluids. So linking these guys to it was not affecting anything. Instead, I had to make an extra storage controller and everything goes into that. And again, this might sound a bit stupid to you, but I am going to start voiding the copper. I don't need that much copper. I just had a very small issue, which I think it's a bit important. So these importers from refined storage are garbage, correct? There are better importers, but I think they have a problem with refined storage. So my refined storage just goes on and off. Right now it's fine. So instead I decided to make an interface and just extract everything from the dimensional chest. And that seems to keep up. Because, you know, if I remove this, just see what happens. Just wait a second. You see, it's clogging up. And I do have an elite importer back at the base. Oh, that's a bit of a problem. We run out of power from time to time. I don't know how much it's consuming. I don't know, what if we add more gates? And I guess despite all the boo-boos, we don't have any lag. That's good. I have just realized I made a horrifying boo-boo. I changed the dimensions and I was trying to find out where the hell is it digging, and then I realized it's replacing everything with dirt. That's really not what we want. Also be solid. So it should be digging here. Yes. Wait. There's no bedrock? Oh, and by the way, we're getting netherrack and endstone. It's a weird dimension. Also, there is a chance that we have to dig deeper. I have no idea why I feel it's very slow, but it does seem very slow. So let us get a stupid infuser, and we are going to try and infuse the builder. Thankfully, you can craft dimensional shards, otherwise we only had 2. Yeah, infusing bonus, reduced power consumption, and increased speed. I think you just need 4 stacks of dimensional shards. We should be good to go. Another very important thing is that the quarry is set on box solid. So I don't really know why we're getting just 1 strip. Is it a chunk thing? Maybe. 100% infused. Do everything again. Oh wow. It's way faster. You even get the ores from the end. So why the hell do you need this? I just wasted a lot of resources on making a stupid miner that I don't even need. But this is one of the things that we need. Oldemodium. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to AFK for maybe an hour and then we will see how much oldemodium we can get. At least we wanted to finish a few chunks. Oops. This is horrifying. I'm getting things so fast that I don't even know what to do. And yeah, the interface idea was just garbage. You know, for example, this chest seems to be idle, but we're actually importing everything. You see, we're getting 1000 dirt per second. Almost. Ladies and gentlemen, it's maybe 1 hour, 1 hour and a half later and I have been AFK. Oh, we have more stellite. Let's cool it down. Also, let us go to the mining dimension and see what's going on. Holy, you have been busy. And look at all that oldemodium. It's actually a shame that you have to harvest them manually. But that is actually very good. I was very short on oldemodium. We almost have 4 stacks. And did you know, we also get plutonium. And yes, I have been checking, we don't get unobtainium. Would have been nice. Anywho, I'm not a person who wants to be AFK all the time. I want to do something. And there are a few things that I have to do. One of them is the dragon soul. I think this is something that we can craft today. That is a component of the oldemod star, so let's get cracking. The issue is that in order to make the dragon soul, you're going to need a focus of summoning, and each one of them requires a wilden tribute. And I don't really remember, where did we do this last time? We do it here. There's falling gravel, so I guess we're going to do that here. Where's my sword? Can't you get this from hostile neural networks? There's a wilden prediction. Oh, okay. This is gonna be fun. And fast. He has a cooldown. Also, I have been hoping that you're going to summon more wildens. Cause honestly, I don't have that many wilden stuff. Maybe we should summon those. Yeah, this is much better. They have changed the textures. They're fun now. This is not going to be a very difficult task. Let me try to get all of them and I'll be right back. I have killed him 4 times, but considering the fact that I need like 30 of these things, let's try to automate it. I don't know if it will work. He does have different phases and there is a pause, so it does take a bit of time. Will you kill him? Yep. Do I get the loot? Yes. So this is going to be way easier than I was expecting. He's gone. This is just another thought. What if we have 3 braziers? Are we going to get 3 of them? Yeah. Okay, that was great. So this is actually going to be finished in no time. What happened to the rest? Oh, hello. That was a bit stupid, but we got 39 tributes. Although that's not going to be enough because in order to make the focus, we do need the bits and bobs. Meaning that maybe I should summon a few more wildens just for the drops. And you know, I have to kill them manually. I have good looting. Wait a minute, how many can you add? Maybe it gives you more mobs? Holy. Okay, there's a lot of mobs. What we have is more than enough, but let us try to go crazy. Just a bit. How many wilden horns can you add? 64? 65? Let's go with 70, I guess. That should last for a very long time. Oh, adding more doesn't really help. That is perfectly fine. We have what we need anyways. This is hardly an automation. We're just using hoppers. But yeah, we get the focus. It doesn't really require any source, so we should be good. Oh, it doesn't stack. Also, correct me if I'm wrong, I think I need a minimum of 18 oldemod stars. So generally, it's a good idea to get the starry bee, which is going to give us the starry comb, which is going to give us the oldemod star shard, which has a probability of 5%. In any case, in order to make this stupid bee, we're going to need an oldemod star block. And the way that he pollinates is with an oldemod star block. A few episodes ago, I did mention that we need 27 of them because you also need an oldemod star block in order to make this. the Star Forge. If you have any ideas about the numbers, can you please enlighten me with darkness? If I'm not wrong, this should be the final one. Yes, we have half a stack of them. That's probably more than enough. Another thing is that I have realized we can't really make the dragon soul today because this is an inactive dragon egg, which does require draconic chunks, and well, it comes from a bee. I really want to have a proper place for bees, so maybe we don't do that today. Well, I do need to have the dragon bee in order to get into bees, so why the hell not? And apparently if you give them dragon breath, they're going to be summoned. Yes, I think we can also find them. It's fine, I also have to kill the dragon a few times, so I'll be here for the next 20 minutes. We need his tooth, which means I actually have to kill him with a knife. The last blow at least. Why am I so slow? The knife, I'm not doing that much damage. That's garbage. Come back, you stupid idiot, stop healing. Didn't want to destroy the crystals, is the thing. But I guess I don't really have a choice. Oh my goodness. I did not use the knife. So just out of extreme curiosity, we can do that, right? With the dispenser. I just want to know if the range is good. It's not. I think what I have done is a teeny tiny bit stupid, but I think it should work, right? We're using TNT. It's totally unnecessary because if I kill the dragon 3 or 4 times, we're good to go. Because ironically, yeah, she does have more than one teeth. Shut up. Oh, they repaired the entire pillar. You can't cheat then. I have the teeth, and here is the bee. You just need one nest and a ton of dragon breath. Although we can breed them. And I do have a feeling if we have 4 of them, that's going to be more than enough. Come on. We can go home. I have set up a very small area for the draconic bees, and well, I had to get an extra one because the hive that we have has space for 5. And we got this as a reward. We also got an expansion box, which I'm using as well. The problem is that they don't work during the day. Last night was actually a blood moon and I had to skip it using a ritual from Ars Nouveau that one of you guys suggested. Then I realized the bees are not working, so we have to make it into nighttime again. This is actually fun. And I'm hoping, yeah, all of them are out. 2 of them actually. And we do have 1 comb. Oh my goodness, that's garbage. There is actually a productivity upgrade. Well, that's gonna take a bunch of time. It's fine. I'm not in a hurry. It has been a while later. I have been AFK, so it wasn't night the whole time, but we did manage to get some combs. There is apparently something called a centrifuge, which we can process the honey with. Heated centrifuge. It's ruining the honey. That was a good one. So let us see how lucky we're going to be. That's not amazing. Well, the problem is that I need to have some productivity upgrades, otherwise this can take ages. Or we can also genetically manipulate them. Okay, so first off, nocturnal means working during the night. These guys work during the day. And yeah, it took me a while to figure it out, and I even added more bees. We have 3 hives now. But in the village that we have the reactor in, there was a greenhouse which I really liked, so I made a schematic out of it. We need to have more bees, and I was like, why not? We can put them in a greenhouse. I just made myself a schematic table, and we do have the schematic. And we want it to be, I don't know, here? It's a bit of a stupid building and I could have just made it myself, but this is also fun. Besides, in this way, maybe I can make a few copies. Anywho, that goes inside the cannon. I think at this point the clipboard is going to be way easier. Yeah, these are the material we need. Ignore all the flora, we just need the blocks. We should have enough material inside the chest in order to make 2 greenhouses. And we're not actually missing anything. So we go to settings. If you need to replace something, just replace it. And skip the missing blocks. And I guess start building. This is so stupid. Don't ask me why I decided to copy these things and then switch every single block. Because I do weird things. When I pasted them, I was like, I don't really like them. I just like the flora. But what has been done is done. We have 2 greenhouses and we have 3 bees. Obviously we can breed them, but there are more bees available. We just have to capture some of them. I got a few more bees, and yes, I have been breeding them. And we also get the spirit of birthing from nature's aura. Whoa, all of them were looking at me. Oh yeah, this area has high concentration of aura. Okay, hello boys. It's breeding time. I think. You know, I have made a path and I always fly. There's something wrong with me. Also, the draconic bees have been incredibly busy and we do have a decent supply of draconic dust. Well, it's not amazing, but it's 26. I was also trying to make a joke that there is a butler, but now I can't pronounce it correctly. Butler. But forget it. There's a thing which puts stuff in a bottle, and if you put it next to the centrifuge, it will automatically get the honey. Nice. Down over here, I'm actually using thermal expansion and I'm using some hive hoppers. Whenever the level of honey reaches 5, we get some honey and we get some honeycombs. I have to automate it later on, but for the moment, we just need a teeny tiny bit, so that I can make some upgrades. Can I have 4? No. Only 2. It's okay, we have to wait a bit. In the meantime, we can try something. Here is the draconic dust. That should give us 2 draconic chunks, at least. I have already bought some honey treats from the villagers, so we can make the upgrade base. And that should give me the first tier of the productivity upgrade. Amazing. We need more draconic chunks. That's why we're doing this. A bit of a progress update. I did manage to make a few productivity upgrades. And well, we are getting a decent supply of combs. In any case, I am going to make dragon souls. Don't you worry. Oh, it's an actual centrifuge. Interesting. Is there like a luck modifier for this? No. Only speed. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the next day for me and I'm having my coffee. So last night I did manage to AFK quite a bit and we have the gamma upgrade. We could have gotten the omega, maybe, but I made a few boo-boos. First off, I did not think of the block upgrade. Now instead of getting honeycombs, we just get the blocks. It just increases the productivity, that's it. Another thing that I did not know is that whenever you install a gamma upgrade, it also functions as a simulator upgrade. Very important. Bees are not going to exit the hive. You need to have something called a feeding slab and put the flower that you want inside. And yes, in our case, that is a dragon egg. So we lost a bit of production and that's kind of my fault. I have all of them on auto crafting and thankfully we can also make the omega upgrade, but this is very expensive. Yeah, there's no way we can get 700. And the worst part of it is, in order to make the dragon souls, I think we need like 14,000. Also in the comment section of a previous video, somebody actually told me how many Aldermont stars I need. So apparently I just need 2 blocks and maybe 1 or 2 stars in order to make some creative items. Which to be honest with you, none of them are amazing, except maybe energy cell? Although at that point, I don't really know what's the point. What I really wanted was some sort of a creative tank and no, not with GregTech before that. Also, this one has the most productivity upgrades and it gives me the least amount of honeycombs. I think the bees are garbage. I mean, we can make 1 dragon soul for today and just say, hey, we got the dragon soul, but that's not gonna be amazing. So maybe we should work on the genetics of the bees. Normally, when you want to extract genetic material from the bees, what you need to do is that you need to crush them with a piston. Thankfully, we are at a point where we can make the Pokey gene sampler. You just put it in a hive and you will get genetic material. It's just that I'm not exactly sure if it works with a simulator upgrade. Another thing is that I'm removing 1 upgrade from each hive. So maybe I can make an omega upgrade? Yeah, actually I can. Good. So that means we don't need the block upgrade anymore. You can go in. Or maybe we just put it in the hive that gives us the most. After a few minutes, we got a few genes. This is what we're looking for. Productivity. We need to start mixing them and, well, at this rate, I'm never ever going to do that. Maybe we should start killing bees. I just arrived. Jerk. So let us get a few draconic bees and see how it goes. Hey you, you're a sample. You as well. So productivity normal. This one is high. Aha, I was wondering why the hell this is. Some of my bees are great, some of them are garbage. We want the ones which have a high productivity, obviously. So that means these guys that we have over here, which are normal, are garbage. So first off, all of these bees that you see over here have high productivity. But there is a gene for very high productivity and I haven't found it yet. I'm not exactly sure if you can find it naturally or not, but we will see. One thing is certain, we don't need the normal ones because they're garbage. Of course, you can also breed the bees, so now the baby should also be high. In productivity, obviously. Where is the baby? It's stuck. Oh, it's normal. Your baby is garbage. This baby is also garbage. I have just spent a ton of time trying to find a bee with a very high productivity trait which we can use, but unfortunately I was not very successful. So instead what I have done is that I have replaced all the normal garbage bees that we have with the high productivity ones. It's not very high, but high is good enough. And I guess we don't need the garbage ones, we can just throw them away. It's gonna take ages, but I do give up. Because we do have other things to attend to, and one of them is that we're lagging a bit. We are importing millions of items into our refined storage system and, well, that's causing an issue. The reason that we are mining in the mining dimension and importing those millions of items is because we need to make the dimensional seed and that requires a ridiculous amount of resources. Thankfully, I think we are done with endstone. I have already set up the patterns, we need 20 of that. And it does require 1.2 million endstone. Cool. Craft it then. That's incredibly fast. We already got 2. So that means we no longer have to import endstone. And from now on, we're just gonna void it. That should save me a bit. We have removed endstone from the list of the dimensional seed. We already have all the 20 blocks. And well, if it makes any sense, my goal is to stop importing items into our refined storage system. I think that is the thing which is causing me some lag, because when I put something inside the refined storage system, it takes a bit to update. Therefore, we're also going to stop cobblestone from going into our network. It's gonna fill up any second. At the location of our new base, I have made a very small setup. That's the wrong one. Yes, over here, I'm making a very small setup for production of dirt. Meaning that from now on, every single cobblestone that we get should go inside this drawer. And then, you know, inside crushers, which should provide us with some gravel. It's gonna be very loud, I know. Obviously, they go into a second crusher, we will get sand, then into a metallurgic infuser, which with some biofuel, it's gonna give us dirt. At this very moment, the rate is garbage, but once fully upgraded, it shouldn't be that bad. We just had a crash, and I duped everything I had. One extra card. I didn't dupe the food. That's the problem. Okay, I think that was it. I crashed because of the RF Tools Crafter. It's incredibly laggy. It is not an amazing setup, and we didn't have that much lag, maybe 1/10 of a tick, but it seems to be fine now. And yes, so far we have just over 25,000 dirt from this setup. And yeah, it just barely keeps up, which is fine. The biomass. I think this is actually a teeny tiny bit faster than the quarry itself because the layer of dirt is not that thick. Maybe, I don't know, 10 blocks? Because so far we only have like 370,000. And the best part is, I'm getting rid of my saplings. We had 200,000. This doesn't have to be ready next episode or even the next one. I just want dirt. So it could run in the background and eventually we will have a decent supply. Oh, I have 2 ones. Okay. In other news, just filtering the high productivity bees has finally paid off. We have so much honeycombs. I think I'm now getting them faster than I can process them. If everything goes well, maybe I can get the dragon soul today. Yeah, we're definitely getting honeycomb blocks faster than I could have processed it, so I have made some adjustments. We have a bit more centrifuges, 3 of them. If that is the case, let us have a pattern for the inactive dragon egg. Would help if you have actual patterns. And I don't know, we need 20? Oh, we're not missing that much. It wasn't 14,000, it was 1,400. My goodness. It's fine, eventually we are going to need the draconic dust in order to make other upgrades for other bees, so it's not a huge waste. Anywho, we're going to need some end crystals. The reason that we needed the dragon's tooth was in order to make the non-hatchable dragon egg, so let's make 20 of them. There you go. Oh. It's time to cook. Sure. Let's make one more, just in case. 20 piglich heart blocks. That has been running for a while. We have plenty of piglich hearts. And I have already made the soul gems and we have extras, so we should be fine. I think we should be able to get 10 inactive dragon eggs, so let's get that. And see if we can actually craft it. And no, of course it doesn't stack. So that is 10 dragon souls. Amazing. And it's not even a quest. This non-hatchable dragon egg seems something weird. I made 2 extra ones. Apparently we cut them with nether stars. Gives you liquid dragon egg and dragon egg shell. Oh, it doesn't consume the nether star. Okay. Then we shall mix the shells with some obsidian. That gives us the half dragon egg shell. Can you place it down? No. But you actually cook with it. I'm trying to collect more hearts, so we need more food. Any type of food is welcomed. Anyways, what we are trying to get is steamed dragon egg. That was a very weird recipe. Lovely. Generally speaking, I love food. How do you eat that? I'm assuming just a ball. Yeah. Oh, it does give you a bunch of buffs. Not that bad. I think we can craft another one. There's a stew as well. Yes. This one is called dragon meat stew. It's good. We have different types of food. Another thing is that I think in the meantime, yeah, we do have plenty of draconic dust. That's actually a lot. So let us get 10 more dragon eggs. That was easy. And I guess the additional dragon souls. 20 of them in total. I thought since I have all the material, let's have an extra one. You know, I mean, the dragon soul. It's an achievement. And during this entire time that I have been doing the dragon thingies, well, it seems we have 120,000 dirt. Because this is almost 60,000 and, well, we have 8 of the 4 times compressed. So we're gonna get that very soon. Don't really know why this works, but it works. That's great. Also, my stupid lag is gone. Just before we wrap up today's episode, there is one teeny tiny project that we have to do near our meteor tower. It's not a tower yet, I know, but one day maybe I will finish it. Well, there is a ritual called... I don't know what it's called. Yes, Serenade of the Nether. It's a very stupid thing to do, but I always wanted to do this. This is a very teeny tiny ritual and all you need is a master ritual stone and 4 ritual stones, that's it. So this one is actually 4 rituals. What does it do? very good question. If we activate it, we just get lava. And obviously with a few electrical pumps from Mechanism, which are fully upgraded, we have infinite lava. Obviously we can use create, or we can even put the pump in the nether, but you know, we want to use blood. Blood is nice. I like blood. However, over at our new base, what we're looking for is a blast chiller. I set the pattern and yeah, you can craft it. Good. I wasn't sure if we have all the ingredients. Anywho, here is the blast chiller. Here is a dimensional tank. And I just realized it can't really auto input. It's fine. We can pump it in. And this beautiful machine that you see over here is going to make us the 1 million obsidian that we need. We have other sources of getting obsidian. This is more like a supplement. It's just going to take 1 million seconds. That's it. Actually, there is a bit of a more fun way of doing this using a heat frame from Pneumatic Craft. So I do have a fluid encapsulator. It just takes buckets, it converts them into lava buckets and puts them inside a barrel, which is covered by the heat frame. We are using a vortex tube in order to cool the barrel down, and what we get is obsidian, which is being imported, obviously, and empty buckets. And in order to make it a teeny tiny bit more efficient, here's what we're going to do. We're going to add a block of compressed iron that should take away the heat, and we do need some heat sinks, you know, to get rid of the heat faster. And the block of compressed iron gives us the ability to have more of them. The only problem is that the compressors that I have are garbage. How do you make speed upgrades? Oh, that's very cheaty. Don't mind if I do. Because the cooler this thing is, the faster we're going to get obsidian. Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, stop. Yeah, we want it to be around 5 bars. Not more than that. I should get better compressors. Maybe next episode. The temperature is minus 200 degrees. Okay. But it does slow down. That is one of the problems. We just need better compressors, otherwise this can work. I'll tell you what, next episode we're going to get into Pneumatic Craft and we're going to make this guy go crazy. But for today, I think we're going to wrap it up. Although, before we wrap up, we need graves. There has been a few requests. I received a very modest request for a grave from Ready to Dream. So I'm giving you a block of netherite. Enjoy the afterlife. Then we have Saturday Twitch, who requested lasers from Mechanism, pointing towards the sky. The problem is that if I don't put the matrix, they will go way up. Then we have Tuco PvP, who requested a block of cobblestone in memory of Cubby. So that is 3 times compressed cobblestone. And of course, finally, we have Mr. Tachleute. He requested a grave in the water, so have fun. Go down. No, you. Yes, that's much better. So there you go. And here is the grave. I think he died. That was the point, I guess. So here is your grave, and you shall be remembered by a fishing rod. I don't know what else you would do in the ocean. I'm sorry. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's also a good time to wrap up the episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one. Bye bye.